Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and this is Market Watch number 2. So the first episode was recorded on December 29th of last year, so it's been 2 weeks. So this is right when I wanted to record it. Do about every 2 weeks, we'll take a look at the market and see what's changed. The one thing I didn't do last time is record what the price currently was of SPS and vouchers. So I wanted to start tracking that too going forward. So right now SPS is right at 3 cents and vouchers at are about 3.7. And in the last week, here's what the pack prices have done. So what I did is I went on Hive Engine and I look at what the asking price is for packs. Now not what the last pack prices that sold for, because sometimes people will sell packs like way under what they really should be selling for, and that kind of skews the price. And I think that's what I did the first week when I looked at dice packs, and there was one at 664. That was the last sale. That was probably way under what it should be. So looking at the pack prices, you can see they've dipped a little bit. Alpha packs have dropped from about 82.5 to 78. Beta packs have gone down about $5. Untamed has drifted down about $1. Dice, this, like I said, this price is probably wrong. It was probably closer to 15, 16 last time. Same thing with Orb. I looked right now, the asking price for an Orb pack on Hive is a little over $30. So let me check in-game. Let's look real quick and kind of compare prices here to what prices are on Hive. So right now, Orb prices, they're asking for $25 right now, and there's 111 for sale. So looks like Orb right is in that $25 to $30 range. Chaos Legion packs, 95 cents, same as last week. Rift Watchers and Rebellions, slightly less. Okay, so those are the pack prices. So once again, great time to pick up Chaos Legion, especially if you need a ton of cards for land. Great deal. They're not going to last forever. I know there's a couple million out there, but you'd be surprised how quickly the days, weeks, and months go by, and all of a sudden you look up and it's like, hey, there's only 1.5 million packs left. Oh, there's only 1 million. Oh, there's only 500,000. So not financial advice, but yeah, if you're looking for cheap packs, just to, have fun to crack, build up your deck, or put on land, can't go wrong with Chaos Legion. So now let's take a look at the sets. So let's start with Alpha, of course. So let's take a look at Alpha. And let's look at just regular foil for now, and let's look at the commons. So it looks like right now your cheapest Alpha common is sitting around 60 cents. And let's not look at the promo card, let's just look at the base set. So you're looking at 60 cents to $2 basically for an Alpha common, which is pretty much in line of what it was last time. So let's update this. So you're looking at 60 cents to $2 for a common. Last week, rares were anywhere from $2.06 to $16.95. So now you're looking at $2.22 up to $16.89 for Ulrich Stormbringer. So $2.22 to $16.89. So a little bit higher. But basically no change. Okay, epics. So your epic cards look like they're going from $8.86 for the cheapest all the way up to $19.55. So a slight increase there. And now for everyone's favorite, the legendaries. So your legendary cards are going anywhere from $40 up until, and this is just kind of a ridiculous price, $9.76. So $40 is your minimum. So that has dropped. And then, of course, you've got the ridiculous asking price of $976. So other than this crazy one, and the only reason it's at that is because it's the only copy, as you noticed, the high price is right around $100. So I am going to put 100 basically for the cap. And then I'm just going to make a note of this, just for future reference, 1 copy of Lightning Dragon. For $9.76. So there's your alpha commons. So now for the promos, of course there's not very many promos. So your common promo, Dragon Whelp, is $8.89. So that's gone up a little bit from last week. Your rare promo card, Nebseni, is at $23. Last week there was 1 copy for $67. Your epic promo, Royal Dragon Archer, looks like it's still sitting there at $100. Same as last week. And your legendary promo, Shinlo, $5.99. Hey, look at that, you can get it half price. Is it $5.99? $5.99. Okay, so now for the gold foils. So gold foil commons, let's just look at the core set. So alpha commons, gold foil. So out of the 21 possible, I think it's 20 or 21 possible cards, there's only 17 for sale. So your cheapest, and look at the numbers, 2, 3, 1, just not many gold foil alpha cards for sale. So your cheapest is $64.22. All the way up to a staggering $2,200 for a single copy. But if you kind of ignore these two outliers, it looks like a more realistic price is about $275.98. So I'll just make a note, a couple of them selling $1,500 to $2,200. Okay, gold foil rares. Let's take a look at those. Once again, not very many for sale. The most is Clay Golem, 7 copies. Everything else is like 1 or 2 copies. So your cheapest card, you're looking at $195 up to $544. So pretty much in line with what it was last time. Just slight variation. And then last week there was no gold foil epics or legendaries for alpha. Let's see if that's still the case. No epics, no legendaries. And now for the promo cards. There is 1 gold foil promo common. And they are asking $127.71. And the other one, $199 for the rare. $199. What a deal. Okay. So now we're moving on to beta. So you see what beta's done in the last week. So let's just look at beta. I guess we'll leave reward in. I think that's what I did last time. I just separated out promo and essence. So your beta commons going from 11 cents up to 74. So pretty much the same, very slight difference. Your rares, you're looking at anywhere from 57 cents for the Battle Orca up to $6.93. So 57 to 693. Your epics. Looking at 223 for the Phantom Soldier. 223 to 775. So that has come down. So last week, the most expensive epic was $13.70. Now you're looking at $7.75. So about half price. And now your legendary cards. You're looking at anywhere from $10 for the cheapest, all the way up to $2.15 for Voldemort. $10. You can see last week they were asking a ridiculous $7.40. So $2.15 is a little bit more realistic when in line with the other cards. Okay, so now let's take a look at your promo cards. So your promos for beta. And then let's look at just all the different rarities. Okay, so 50, wow, that's really come down, I think. 59 cents for a common summoner. Yeah, half price from last week. So good time to pick up that common summoner if you want it. So I may look at picking that up today for my $10 account if I don't already have one. Great card to get, and you only need 5 copies of it to get to max bronze. So for under $3, yeah, very good deal. All right, so your rare is 94 cents, same as last week. The epic is $4.35, so it's come down a few cents. And then your legendary promos, Red Dragon last week was 27, now he's 30.66, so he's gone up a little bit. Prince Julian was, oh, did he come down slightly? Prince Julian was 4,995. He's come down $5. So somebody went to undercut. Nope, he just changed his price. I expected to see 4,995, and then he undercut by $5, but nope. So Prince Julian is now tanking in price. He went down to $10 now, under 5,000, and then Archmage Arius 4,500. Wow, he's come down over 2 grand. He's really tanking. All right, gold foils. Let's look at the common cards. Let's look at beta. Let's look at gold, and let's start with the commons. So beta common golds, I don't know what it is about them. I don't know if it's the artwork or just the border. I love the look of the gold cards for beta. There's just so much gold on them. Love them. So $4.49. And once again, this is kind of a strange outlier. I don't really think 90 should be the high price, but it is what it is. It looks like it should be somewhere in the maybe $25 to $30 range, but we'll just mark it down. So the cheapest is $4.49 to 90. Okay. And then there was a gold foil promo. So let's take a look at that. So your promo was Delwyn, and he's going for $21.40. So he's gone down in price as well. Make sure I mark that gold foil promo. Okay, now for the gold foil rares. Let's take a look at those. So gold foil rares, looks like your cheapest one is 26, all the way up to 200 for the Beetle Queen. So 26 to $200. So those have gone up a little bit. And then your gold foil promo was $50 last week. And he is now $32.50 for the Dragonling Bowman, $32.50. Okay, gold foil epics. Gold foil epics, you're looking at $112.81 for Daria, up to $7.50 for Kiara. So once again, what really should be the true price? Once you only get a few copies, you can pretty much ask whatever you want. But realistically, it looks like maybe $250 to $400 probably should be the top for a lot of these cards. So you're looking at basically a little over $100. So $100 to $400 for an epic, depending on which one, of course, that you want to pick up. That looks pretty much to be a good range. But of course, when you only get single copies, you can see how few and far between these cards are. Anywhere from a single copy to 5 copies. So the prices of these are probably going to fluctuate wildly from week to week. So $112.81. And then what was the high one? $7.50. Yep. And then your gold foil promo was $600 last week. It is now $500. So you can pick it up at a discount. Gold foil legendaries. This should be interesting because so many of them are just gone and put on land. Yep, you can see. So $950 for the low end, and then the high end last week was $5,000. Now you're looking at $42,000 for the Kraken. We're not even going to put that. We're going to leave $5,000 for Prince Renan. So the same, and we'll put $42,000 for the Kraken. Just to make note for future reference, it's going to be like, how much did people ask for back in the beginning of the year? They asked for $42,000 for the Kraken. Okay, and is there a promo for sale? No, just like last week. Okay, so let's move on up to Untamed. So we'll look at regular. Just look at core and reward for Untamed. We'll start with commons. Of course, super cheap. Anywhere from 3 cents to 40. Yep. So pretty much the same. Don't expect these to fluctuate a whole lot week to week. So your rares, looking at 14 cents up to $1.48. Pretty much identical. Your epics, you're looking at 53 cents for the Harpoonist, up to $5.94. Surprised Gorladon's the most expensive card, really? So you would pay $5.94 for this, and only $1.40 for the Axemaster. That seems way off. But that is what it is. 53 cents to $5.94. And then legendary cards. Looking at $3.75. That seems low. $3.75. And then Kitty was $128.70 last week. She is down to $109. $109 for Kitty. Another thing I think I want to make a note of too, let's take a look at what Jotun and like Llama are doing week to week as well. So currently right now, Llama is $69. So we'll do that 69 for Llama. And then Jotun, another key card, 67.50. And I think the other one I want to look at and kind of track is Kron. So Kron's at 21.95. Okay, now let's take a look at the two promos. There's an Epic and a Legendary promo from this set. So we've got Halfling Alchemist, great card, 775. So he's come down just a few cents. And then we've got the Chain Golem and the Mighty Dricken. Chain Golem, 14.89. Barely changed price. And the Mighty Dricken is at 1,700. They were asking 2,500 last week. So 1,700 for the Mighty Dricken. Alright, so now let's check out the gold foil cards. Go to gold. Go to core and reward. So you're looking at $1.29 for the cheapest common. $1.29 up to, whoops, let's just look at commons. $1.29 up to $5.40 for the failed summoner. Great card. $1.29 to $5.40. Pretty much the same. And then your rares. Looking at $5.75 to $18.69. $18.69. Okay, gold foil epics. Take a look at that. Your gold foil epics range from $26 from the Harpoonist to $42.50. So nice tight range. So these I seem to be realistic prices. You don't have, ridiculous asking prices of hundreds of dollars. So $26 to $42.50. Like you can see last week there was someone asking $85 for one of them. So $42.50 seems to be a good range for the gold foil epics. The promo card, Halfling Alchemist, $3.94. So that went way up. And then your gold foil legendaries, this should be fun. 200 all the way up. Make sure we know a promo in there. $200 for your cheapest, up to $22.22. Wow. So $200 to $22.22, and you can see last week it was Kitty was the one that was $22.22. This week Kitty is $17.50. I'm going to keep a note of that too, just to make sure we know where Kitty's at. So $1,750 for Kitty. And then your Chain Golem is $2.89. So a little bit cheaper. $2.89 exactly. Yep, $2.89. All right. What else do I want to write down? Oh, let's also keep note of gold foil, just since these are just such classic cards. Let's look at gold foil llama. Keep track of that. So a gold foil llama, you're looking at $750. And a gold foil Jotun, you are looking at $1,200. And then gold foil Kron, you're looking at, where are you? $319.99. Just because these are just such key cards, I really want to track what these do week to week. Okay, so now let's look at the dice set. Let's look at Asmir dice. Of course, there's not many cards there, so let's first look at regular foil. So your dice cards, 4 cents to 35. Not going to be a whole lot of changed here. Well, the upper range went up a lot, 35 cents for the high one. You know, as you could tell before, it was around 15. So they're now asking 35 cents for the Naga Brute. Your rares, which will include your basically summoners, 29 cents to 353 for Mylor. So basically the same price. Your epics, 60 cents to 98 cents. And when I went through my bronze shopping list video yesterday, I noticed how all three of these I think are good cards to get for under $1. You can get a legendary under $1, or excuse me, an epic for under $1, especially, you know, a couple with a press. These are good pickups, I think. So just kind of a side note. So 60 cents to 98 cents here. A slight uptick. Nothing crazy. And then your legendary cards, $6.55 to just under 50. So that one has come down a bit. So you're looking at $49.75. Okay, and now for the gold foils. Gold foil commons, $1.29 to $2.35. So the high ends come down a little bit for those. Gold foil rares, which are your summoners, $5.36. I can remember a couple years ago when I bought this card. I'm afraid to say how much I actually paid for this card. I think it was like over $50 for this gold foil card. Look how the mighty have fallen. Not that she was ever mighty, but just how prices have just come down so much. So $5.36. And then Mylor is up to $54.50. So that one took quite a jump. Gold foil epics. These should probably be in a pretty tight range as well. $27.75 to $30.32. To $30.32. Okay, and then finally the gold foil legendaries. $369.03. So that went up a little bit. And then your high end. Oh, do I really want to put 8,700? That is just crazy. Let's go with 1,500 for Two Gun Pete. And we'll make a note of that crazy price. Epona, 8,700. Okay, now we are up to Orb. So let's go regular, common. Orb, I think, is technically in beta. Yep, Essence Orbs. So regular foil here. Oops. Let's get off of that. So beta orbs, you're looking at 14 cents to 28 cents. So gone up slightly on the high end. And then your rares, 65 cents to 88. A little bit of an increase there. Your epics, $2 to $2.50. Love both of these cards as well. These are two cards I also want to get for my bronze account. Anytime you can get a healer, triage, that's great. Goes so well with the tank heal for the water team. Then you can throw in a triage for only 3. This one is just fantastic. 3 mana, neutral, little league, snipe, magic damage. Love both of these cards. So just kind of a side note, those are 2 more cards I'm targeting for my $10 account. So 2 and $2.50 there. And then for your legendary cards, looking at 1850 to 59. So big jump in the price of the Corrupted Pegasus from last week. More than doubling for the asking price. Okay, so now for your gold foils. Let's take a look at your gold foil commons. So you're looking at 480 to 1404. For your rares, 29 to 4250. For your gold foil epics, 119. Why is there such a you can see the price of these regular foil were about the same, 2 and 250. Why is there just such a higher price on the Dwarven Wizard as opposed to the Mermaid Healer? But 119 to 325. And then gold foil legendaries. 8,500 for the Minotaur Warlord. That's the same as last week. It's the only one listed. Okay, so now we get into more of the modern cards. So now we're going to get into Chaos Legion. So not going to be a whole lot of surprises here. Regular foil, common, you're looking at a penny to 15 cents. Probably pretty much what it was last week. Let's see if the rares have changed at all. So now you're looking at the cheapest is 3, all the way up to 49 cents for Obsidian. So Obsidian has surpassed Kelia a little bit. As you can see, Kelia is still 46 cents. Or no, Kelia actually dipped a little bit to 41 cents. But now we have 49 for Obsidian. Then your epics. You're going from 10 cents, of course, from Uraeus to 73. I still think 10 cents epics are just a steal. Even if they're reward cards. To get an epic for 10 cents, you can't go wrong. Okay, and think land, under $5 you can get a max card for land that's going to get you decent production. And then your legendaries. Cheapest legendary, of course, are some of the reward cards, 79 cents up to 11.50. So that shows how much Immortalis went down in a week. He was the highest last week at 15, and now he's 11.50. So nice dip in price. So if you're looking to pick one up, $3.50 cheaper than last week. Okay, and then our 2 promo cards for commons. Let's look at common, look at promo. Oops. Not alpha. 10 cents and 35 cents for those guys. So pretty much the same. Slight dip for Ruse. And then legendary promos. You've got Assure at 2054. So she's gone down slightly. Dr. Blight, wow, Dr. Blight is under 30 bucks, 29.60. I know it's not a big change from last week, but still, that card is just amazing, and it's under 30 bucks. Zerial, 36. Nice game there. Waka was 250. He's actually down to 189. Been hearing good things lately from different YouTubers about using Waka more and more, and he actually went down in price. I'd expect him to go up. But 189 for Waka, and then Lux Vega is sitting at 360. So $30 cheaper there. Okay, so now let's look at the gold foil commons. So you're looking at 37 cents for the Gargoyle Lion, 37 cents to $1.31. So pretty much the same. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the bear. So 256 for the bear. So he went up slightly. And Vruz is at 340. He actually went down. All right, gold foil rares. Gold foil rares, you're looking at $1.85 for Venari Spellsmith. $1.85 up to $4.20. And I'm still debating on whether I should pick up gold foil chaos summoners for my $10 account. I have the regular foil summoners, but to get the gold foils this cheap, because I'm going to use them forever, and they're going to give me that extra 10% bonus, is very, very tempting. Okay, so now my favorite card, gold foil epics. These are my land cards that I use. So looking at $8.50, let's see if there's any cheap ones. So I need ones for death and fire mainly. So nice to see some of these under 10 bucks. So there's death. It looks like the cheapest fire is about $9.27. So we're looking at $8.50 to $10.94. Love gold foil epics for land. One copy gets you 600 production, and it only costs you 1,000 DEC. So you can plop one on land, get okay production, and then just slowly build them up as you need to. If you don't have a lot of DEC and just want to get some plots rolling, you know, just get one here, one there, and at least you can get it up and going. Okay, gold foil legendaries. $45 to $250. As you can see, Grum was the highest one at 93. Now you're looking at 250 for Immortalis. So there's a big, big jump. Where is Grum, by the way? How far did he fall? He fell down to $53. So last week it was just, I don't know, for some reason they were asking so much for him. But now you're looking at, if you take out Immortalis, you're looking at about $88 for the top. Now it's $250. Okay, so now gold foil promos. So Oshure 182.51. Dr. Blight 220. So he's come down a little bit. Zerial 445. Zerial's gone up a little bit, about the same amount, 30 bucks. There was no gold foil Wakas. There is no gold foil Wakas this week. And then $4,200 for Lux Vega. Yep, same price there. Okay guys, we're getting towards the end. I know this is a long video, but Tons and tons of cards to go through. So next, let's go through Rift Watchers. Thank you for sticking with me this long. Okay, so Rift Watchers, of course, small set. You're looking at 3 to 24 cents for the commons. Not much difference there. For the rares, 21 cents to $1.53, which is kind of a big jump, going from $1.15 to $1.53 for Queen of Crows. I love that card. Okay, then our epics, which will be our summoners, looking at 55 cents to $4.69. So $4.69. Don't know if Ilthane will get under $4, but it's under 5 at least. And then our legendary cards, which I still think are just so fantastic. 380 to 4606. Inevitable really went up. Look at that, $32 to 4606. So this card is really starting to take off. Okay, and then let's look at commons, gold foil, 51 cents to 390. Gold foil rares, 247 to 876. And then the epics, which are your summoners, 922. So a little bit cheaper there. 922 to 4207. And then finally your gold foil legendaries. Any surprises here? $62 to $399. As you can see, last week C-Rec was high at $289. So C-Rec's come down about $40 to $250. And the new King of the Hill is inevitable at just under $400. Okay, we're almost to the end. We've almost made it. Now we're at Rebellion, the final set. Okay, let's get off of that. Go to Rebellion. We'll, of course, save the promos to last. We'll just look at the core set. Commons, you're looking 5 cents to 59 for the Lurking Puffer. So 5 to 59 cents there. A little bit cheaper on the low end. For your rares, you're looking at 17 cents to 239. So that card has come down in price. Down to 239. Your epics. Curious to see if that one epic has come down in price at all. It has a little bit. 95 cents to 445. So 95 to 445. $4.45. So nice dip there. And then your legendary cards, you're looking at $4.69 to $26.50. So Arcane has really dropped to go down to $26.50. So is this the floor? Is the floor going to be somewhere around $25? We'll see in a couple of weeks. So now let's take a look at and wrap this video up looking at some gold foil cards. Oh, before I forget, I didn't go for the... Oh, did I not put those last week? The promo cards. Must have forgotten the promo cards. How could I forget the promo cards? So Grimbarden Smith, 456. The gold foil is probably going to be ridiculous. 38.95. And I am a big, huge fan of Mantaroth, as I'm sure everyone is. So he is sitting at, yep, 48.46. Even a single copy of him is just amazing in the lower leagues. The gold foil him is 1,000. No, it's not 1,000 yet. 330. Yep, he'll be $500 soon. No doubt in my mind, probably 2 weeks from now, he will be $500. That is a $500 or $600 card, in my opinion. Okay. So let's look at gold foil commons for Rebellion. Gold foil commons $1.22 to $5.81. Gold foil rares. You are looking at $3.72 to $26. So that's come down a little bit as well. Your gold foil epics. $17.82 to $40. So you can see that card dropped too. It was almost $70. Now it's down to 40 for Captain Felblane. And then finally for the legendaries, 88 to 215. Okay guys, thank you for staying with me for such a long video. Did not know this video was going to go to about an hour long, but definitely wanted to just go through the marketplace, do a really good in-depth look at it, see where prices are, see if there's any cards that are spiking or drifting in value. So it looks like the Untamed Legendary is dipping in value, Arcane kind of settling down at her price point, and the big takeaway I have from this is Mantaroth. How high is this card going to go? Both regular and gold foil. So thanks guys for watching. Like I said, probably in another 2 weeks, we'll do another in-depth video on the market, going through SPS voucher prices, pack prices, and then of course, all the different regular foil and gold foil cards in each set. So thank you so much for watching this long video, and as always, stay the course, have fun, keep on forging, you know the drill. We'll see you soon. Take care.